Hi, I'm Andy from muso.com.au and I'm sitting here on the couch with Dan and also Pete here from Studio B. We're in fact sitting on Pete's couch today to make this video about the swap meet that we ran on the 14th of May.
Not a bad couch, Pete.
Thank you.
Good work on the couch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's the least I can do.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, it's comfy and
Supportive.
We will also like to talk about what muso.com.au is and some exciting announcements in the future. Of course, we know muso.com.au is a marketplace for musical instruments, but it is also planning to be much more, and we'll cover that in a few minutes.
So if you spent all your money at the swap meet and you now need to sell all that old gear you don't need, whack it up on muso.com.au.
Because
to go.
Yeah, that's right. It's the same people. It's just an online version of the same thing, and you're all very welcome to come and join us. Also, a big thanks to our sponsors.
Yeah. Thanks to Studio B. You ran the blues booth on the day. That was really cool. Can you just tell people who might not have been there on the day what the blues booth was?
Yeah, so we ran a blues solo competition. People laid down their hottest 12 bars over a backing track. And now what we're going to do is put all those, we filmed them as well as audio recorded. We're going to upload those to the internet. You might have heard of it. And then people are going to vote. Whoever gets the most votes wins a pedal courtesy of Marshall Amplification.
That's right.
Madness.
They get to win the pedal that they played on the day, which was the Marshall Blues Breaker 2 pedal. Thanks to Marshall Amplification for that donation.
But unfortunately not the PRS that they played on the day. The
That's
PRS let us use for the booth. But hopefully they managed to grab one in the auction though, so that was good. So thank you to Marshall and PRS for supporting the day. Thank you to Studio B for making that happen.
Yeah, and also thanks to DVB. Dan on the couch here is also DVB Custom String Instruments, and he's provided some prizes for the day and also discount repairs and service to make the day great. So thank you, Dan, for that. And also we would like to thank Clingan Guitar, of course, because Jeremy from Clingan came down and brought some amplifiers for us to play in the jam.
He also brought a bunch of his handmade guitars. So if you don't know Clingan, he's got a little shop on the corner of Johnson and Hoddle Street in Melbourne. Fantastic local producer building handmade amps, point-to-point wired, his own designs and sort of his own takes on traditional designs, and he had a bunch of his own guitars that he'd built, and they were really popular both in the Blues Jam. So if you came along, you might have had part of the jam at the end of the day to test those amps out. If you didn't get a chance to hear them on the day, and I can tell you they sounded great, check out his website or Facebook. Clingan Guitar Tone is the Facebook, Clingan Guitars is the website, to check out some of the product that he builds.
It was beautiful. You know, like for a little 8-watt tube amplifier, those things were roaring, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely keeping up with the drum kit. So thanks as well to Luke, who came along on the day. Luke's been a great supporter of our swap meets. So he brought a drum kit for everybody to use in the jam, and those little amps, yeah, they were definitely keeping up quite easily. So it's quite, you know, it's quite hard to know what an 8-watt amp will do, but it pushed plenty of it.
Absolutely. And of course, we did some interesting stuff on the day. We did some different stuff this time. We talked about the blues booth. We also ran the auction.
So Andy and I got a bunch of scratch and dent PRS guitars that had some very, you know, I couldn't even tell any damage, some had chips in the headstock and all sorts of stuff. They were auctioned from $100 on the day, so hopefully one of you got a great bargain. I know a couple of you probably did. There's a bunch of used gear in the auction too, so if you came along on the day, you were able to chuck your gear in, get it in front of a bunch of people. And I think everyone really liked that. There was a lot of energy in the room, and what was meant to be sort of 15 to 20 minutes turned into like an hour and a half of auction. It kind of got huge. Yeah,
it was great. And of course, there are still some, I believe, scratch and dent PRS as well available, so get in touch with us if you're interested in that.
Cool. I'd also like to send a thank you out to some other people who were there on the day. So Sog Guitars were there. Great to see a local producing, building his own instruments. And also you can check out muso.com.au. There'll be some articles about the work that Sog does, building his own stuff. I'd like to thank Star Guitars, who were there on the stand. Musicland up in Fawkner had a stand where they brought along a bunch of used gear that they sell out of their location up in Fawkner. So thank you, Musicland. And Scarlet Music were also there with a bunch of scratch and dents. So that, with the private sellers, gave you a whole bunch of different options on way to get more gear, because that's what it's all about.
That's right. We had a mixture of parts, didn't we? We had some parts, some scratch and dents, some brand new stuff just going cheap, people's own private gear, Matthew was there with his custom stuff that he builds as well. So look, it's a great little community, and everyone really enjoys just standing around, talking smack, hanging around for the afternoon, and just generally enjoying themselves.
But if there's something else we could do that would help you enjoy yourself more, let us know.
Please.
So shoot an email through to info@muso.com.au. We'd be happy to hear about your feedback from the day, anything you think that we did well, that we should do more of, anything that didn't quite work, that you think maybe we shouldn't do. Or if you've got an idea, if you're in Adelaide, in Sydney, if you want to see one of these swap meets in your local area, reach out. Again, info@muso.com.au. Let us know what you're thinking, and other social community events. We're all about that. Any excuse to buy a guitar, I say.
That's right. Yeah, let us help you out. Let us get involved and get right into the community. I mean, it's you guys that keep it all together, and we really appreciate you coming to our events. So we want to make it as good as we can for you.
A big part of our community is the online community. So Andy talked earlier about muso.com.au and it being an online marketplace to buy, sell, trade a whole bunch of gear. But it's also about learning and research. So the reason Pete's sitting here on the couch today is he's going to be part of our contributor team. He'll be putting out some vlog content, some maybe some written content, helping educate about the work that he does. So Pete, you run a studio in Victoria and Paran?
That's right. Yeah. So I run a little audio production facility. I cater more specifically to solo artists, singer-songwriters, urban artists, electronic producers. But part of the education contribution I'll be making is sort of from beginner questions like what is pre-production, how does that help you before you go into the studio, what to expect in the studio, how to best approach recording, what you need to bring, what you don't need to bring. I'll also be doing just a bit more fun stuff for me, like little spots on old vintage synths, how to best utilize them.
You can't see behind the camera is his desk, and I can see at least three, I don't know, at least 3, maybe 4 different synths, so you might be the guy to talk to about that.
Yeah. So I'll be doing a whole bunch of different stuff.
And perhaps if there's particular questions you'd like to ask of a professional audio engineer who does this every day, you can reach out again through info@muso.com.au. Any particular topics, things you'd like Pete to throw some time behind, perhaps it's somewhere we can help, let us know.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah, really, that'd be great.
Cool, thanks Pete.
Yeah. Well, look, again, all feedback, anything you'd want to see us do, including events or information, info@muso.com.au.
Oh, Andy, what's this?
I think it's prize time.
Should we give some stuff away?
Yeah. Let's be honest, that's why you're here. You want to get some free stuff, and why wouldn't you?
So now you're all excited about some of Pete's mad studio time. Maybe Pete, do you want to... What are you giving away again?
So I'm going to give away 3 packages of 4 hours of recording each. So with those 4 hours, you can do pretty much whatever you want to do in here, and I can do anything from starting from scratch. We could write a song together. If you're a solo artist, a singer-songwriter, we can record your song. If you've got an idea, nothing more than a melody, you can come in and we can write the song together. Or if you're pretty much ready to go, I can just hit record and you can lay down the magic. If you're a guitarist, you want to do some instrumental tracks, I can do that. If you're an R&B singer, a hip-hop artist, electronic producer, we can do all that sort of material. So, with no further ado, let's draw the first prize. All right, Andre Solano, congratulations! You've won 4 hours of recording with me.
Beautiful.
Andre Solano, you sound like an R&B singer. So we've got some fantastic mics. We have some vintage Neumann mics. I've got a wonderful Universal Audio boutique valve preamp that I run that through. It's a world-class recording chain. So come down here and get your 4 hours.
I think he sounds like an opera singer. Solano.
Opera singer? Well, man,
you could do opera too?
Opera, absolutely. We'd have to probably put the mic back a little bit. All right, the next winner is Louise Ripper. Now you sound like a bit like a Joan Jett style chick rocker. I can do that as well. I can do all the guitars for you, the bass, we can get the drums happening, you get a full production. You come down here with your killer rock song, lay down the vocals, and we can get a release quality song happening for you.
Is that a JCM 800 in the corner? I think maybe we could do a little bit of rock.
That is a JCM 800. I've got boutique valve amps in here as well as a bunch of fantastic boutique guitar pedals.
Looking around, there's lots of rack equipment here we're looking at, and synths, and a nice vocal booth over here. So
Tim Flynn, congratulations, you're the third and final winner.
Well done,
now,
Tim.
Tim sounds to me like an acoustic singer-songwriter
guy.
Mate, I'm perfectly set up for you. You can come down here with your guitar, or I've got a wonderful Cole Clark Fat Lady, which you're quite welcome to play. We can get the whole thing. If it's a sparse arrangement, we can do that. If it's a full built-up arrangement you're after, we can do that as well. Take any song from idea to finished product here at Studio B. So please come down, Tim.
And Tim, it's such a pity that if you are a singer-songwriter guitarist, as we're assuming, that you're not going to win the $100 voucher for a setup or repairs to the value of $100, because Ian Logie is. So DVB Custom String Instruments will help out Ian.
Ian. We'll
be in touch. If not, if you see the video, reach out. But we've got your email address. Ian Logie, you just won $100 worth of my time. DVB Custom Stringed Instruments.
Well done.
But we've got one more thing. Marshall pedal.
Give me a go at this one. Alright, so we're going to give away a pedal. This one you can choose. Marshall has kindly donated a pedal of your choice, and we'll get that to you as soon as we make contact. Won't look in the box, keep it fair. Alright, lucky last winner for the day, Matt Dwyer.
Matt Dwyer, congratulations mate.
Well, that pretty much covers everything for us today. Thanks again to you, the community, for coming to the swap meet. It's you guys that make it great. Please stay in touch. Use info@muso.com.au, and also come to muso.com.au, list your products to buy, sell, get in contact with other sellers, check out the new technology in the next month or so. Thank you guys for spending some time on the couch today, and we will be in touch shortly. Obviously we'll run another one of these events, so keep your ears out for that. Keep your eye on the email. That's how we get in touch with you guys, and in the meantime, rock on.
Ciao guys.
Touch me, touch me, touch me.